Depending on what we're talking about, what pieces.
Synth Man needs 15 seconds. Then James, Sasquatch.
I mentioned a few weeks.
Good.
I mentioned a few weeks ago that I went shopping and I saw a little shelter made out of pallets and stuff in between the merge and the highway there. Went to the city a couple days ago. That one's still there. It's even got a little chimney. It's adorable. And then there's about 6 more in other alternate spots along the highway. So that's what socialism gets you, is a whole bunch of people living in makeshift shelters on public land that are just going to get thrown out of there constantly. It's wonderful.
But yet they live in a capitalist society. Curious.
No, they don't.
Nope. You think that Canada's capitalist? No.
Okay, James, you're up.
But to be fair, Jamie did say take bits and pieces of all the.
Yeah, it's not wholesale. It's just perfections of something that's already in place.
Yeah, I guess I would agree with. Like I said, I would agree with that.
Fuck you, Orthodox guy.
That's pretty good.
Can I get a second?
We're arguing for the same thing.
I would agree with that. Like, it just depends on what pieces we're taking. And we'd have to negotiate the different, small nuances of it. But that's all I have to say.
But isn't that the definition of politics? I mean,
but the politics isn't holding us together, though. They're just in it to keep their piece of the pie. They're not actually serving us.
Politicians. I said politics, sir. Modern politicians are theater.
Right.
Politics is what we need.
Right. Well, more conversations like this at a higher level.
The thing is, this is exactly what I mentioned about crony capitalism in the first place. The whole point of capitalism is that, yes, capitalism can have excesses, and it can be, the greed of an individual can become excessive, and they will then destroy themselves, or literally eat themselves by being excessively greedy and trying to monopolize everything. And that is where the government is supposed. Hold on, Jamie. Hold on. You've been talking a lot. The fact is that. That is where the government is supposed to step in as the referee of this. It's like a football match. You have a referees to keep the game flowing. The referee isn't supposed to stop the game too much, or it's not supposed to actually, hold the flow. It's supposed to just keep things going, but it's supposed to also keep things fair. But the government, or the referee in this situation, has also been bought by various sides or various football leagues. And so for that reason, you are not able to actually have a decent, easy flowing game, because the government is actually bought. And that is why you have crony capitalism. You don't have
quick question.
Democracy.
Where do you live, like country-wise?
I'm in the United Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not going to say what I want to say. But
say what you want to say.
Are you sure? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, dude, I'm okay.
Okay, we broke away from you fucks for a reason. There's a reason why we're in America and you're in the UK. There is a solid fucking reason. And I don't think that you have a fucking shit piss pot to fucking piss in or throw it out the window, however you want to say it.
So your entire argument is you can't make
what
an
you
argument
just
for
said.
capitalism.
No, what you just what I've literally made plenty of arguments. As you said, I've made a lot of comments and been talking a lot lately, and very rarely am I told that I'm wrong. But I leave myself the opportunity to be wrong. But what I'm saying is everything that you just said over the last 2 minutes, we've said probably 5 times, and you took forever to say it. You didn't draw conclusions that anybody else hasn't hit the mark on. And I'm just wondering what the fuck you add to this conversation. I yield.
The fact is that everyone here is pulling back and forth, and you were all getting to the same conclusions, but the fact is no one actually said it, at least not in the way I said it, and that is my contribution, is the fact that I had a perspective that no one else mentioned. The fact is that you don't have everybody's arguing on purist levels. Even Flo's explanation of capitalism and socialism was purist, pure capitalism, pure socialism, or
$5 is not a lot of money, people.
But this is not where you guys are. You're not in that purist situation. You are in a corrupted capitalist society, or you're in a corrupted socialist society.
And you're not?
And they're examples. no, I'm talking about the Western capitalist.
I'm talking.
world
I'm asking
versus
you. Are
any
you not?
socialist
Your
nations.
fucking country is your
Yes, yeah,
country not fucked up?
I'm talking about the entire Western society, America, Europe, Western Europe, Canada, Australia. They're all in that boat. They're all in that the Anglosphere, whichever one you call it. The fact is, China is nothing to do with socialism or communism. They're not even moving towards communism because they failed at socialism. So now they've got a hybrid capitalist socialist system. Ironically, same as Canada and same as all these other nations, except they're much more dictatorial.
Fucking China is socialist. You are crazy as fucking shit.
They are. What are you talking about? What is China then to you? What do you consider China to be as a system?
That would be basically a fucking dictatorship. And if you see it any other way, you are
moved
not a
on.
rational
Dictatorships
individual.
can also be social. Are they a socialist dictatorship?
No,
are they
they're
a capitalist
that next
dictatorship?
level. Remember how I said it was progressive? They're at that
there is
progressed
no
level.
They're not. The fact is that they are dictatorships. In all of them, you can be a capitalist dictatorship. You don't have to be a socialist dictatorship. You don't have to be. The fact is, you can be a religious dictatorship like Iran. You can be a theocracy. So dictatorships come in all shapes and sizes and forms. So there's nothing to do with whether they're socialist or not. The Chinese are a socialist. The Chinese are the socialists. They are attempting at communism and socialism, except they failed. Their people starved, so they adopted capitalist open markets because they recognize
look at what China did with their
survive
procreation bills. What they're fucking telling people they can only have one son. Look at how they fucking fuck themselves.
Well,
within the next 40 years, China will have such a fucking problem with population. You talk about ghost cities, they will be a ghost country.
That is again that isn't really the one child per person isn't a socialist, so it's not based around socialism or communism.
It's more around
it was their own particular take on population control.
The collective's take?
No, it was the government's particular take.
They didn't say they could only have one
control.
son. They didn't say they could only have one son. They could only have one child, and they would choose a man because they had a higher status and yada yada yada.
Well, they would choose sons. They always want sons. Every nation has always built up around.
Okay, but Hafez and Blumkin, the whole point that I was trying to make like 40 minutes, an hour ago about capitalism, and yes, it is the pure definition, not in some bastardized version. Capitalism is you have the right to enjoy the benefit of your own work, period. Anything you add on to that is adding to it and is no longer capitalism. So crony capitalism, all this other crap, doesn't matter.
Capitalism will always form into crony
wait, hold on. I have a perfect example for everyone.
Reality would disagree, sir.
No, reality would agree, because here's the thing. If you want to see the end result of communism and capitalism, we actually have a place in the world where we can see the end result of both communism and capitalism. Look at the Korean Peninsula in the north.
Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off. I got to cut you off. Powder Dusty, if you want her to show her tits on your panel, you probably don't want to get her on here. Just saying.
I don't mind seeing them.
She's slow. You don't want to.
But anyway, no. South Korea.
Wait. Let me finish.
Yours are better, Bunker.
What the fuck are you doing right now? That's what I want to know.
You look in the
Bro,
north.
she's slow. I'm telling you, like legit slow code. It's not. She flashes her tits.
We know her. She's already showed them.
She's got me once before.
We've met.
I'm just trying to say
capitalism is not South
Korea. Thanks for that.
Singapore is.
I know if you look at North Korea, it's a communist dystopia. If you look at South Korea, it's a capitalist dystopia.
Hold on.
We've seen the
Noel, I'm not letting you up tonight because, well, you flash people, and I don't feel like dealing with it right now.
Excellent decision.
Ironically,
I was willing to watch
without the camera on.
Excellent decision. Caucasian, don't say you're willing to watch.
Trust me, there's nothing to watch. When we went backstage, it was like literally 5 minutes of just that, and there's nothing.
Yeah, no, it's
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's almost
Hold on.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about, 10th man? And why would you say something so weird and inaccurate?
When you flipped, when you were setting up the other stream, she just kept doing it the whole time. It was very uncomfortable. When we were backstage and you were offline.
So you're saying what you're saying is I was setting up a stream and you guys were sitting back there watching her tits.
Yes.
No, we were
That's what
telling
he
her to
said.
stop, and then we switched over to the other one.
Kicking you out
5
because you're
minutes.
an idiot.
That is
That's not what you said, sir.
You know
Why are
what,
you
though?
dry snitching on yourself for starters?
Do people not understand like how hard it is to babysit you guys on panels all the time, and how you guys should be paying more money? Every single panelist should pay their dues for your chaperone, supervisor, babysitter, daycare attendant to allow you on these panels. Everyone should be able to pay at least $20 a pop to Flow State for tolerating all you dumb fucks. Just saying.
She's got to buy wine with that money. So
We're about to go into a rolling extension period where if you want the stream to not end, you have to keep funding it at $1 a minute. If we don't hit the goals, and we're at 0 out of 10 right now. So
Yeah, hit the goals, right?
I think every
Pay the
single
capitalist money
panelist
right
on
now.
here should be paying their dues, except for me and Sasquatch because we pay our dues. But
I pay
but
my
like
dues.
you're waiting for you make Flo babysits. You make him have to tell you when to stop and giving people time to talk, and then people are flashing tits and all this stuff. Like constant babysitting
flashing tits
duties.
is one thing, but it doesn't. But then for 10th man to sit here and say something that A is not true because it doesn't take me 5 minutes to set up a fucking stream, and B is creepy as shit, is wild. Like, what side of insanity did you wake up on this morning?
And so, due to the redistribution, the chat now owes their dues for the panelists because the panelists are not providing their dues. Therefore, social redistribution, you guys all have to pay now.
Y'all taking this socialist capitalist shit too serious.
Wait, let me guess. That became too serious when it had an effect on your money.
Right, that's exactly when it starts mattering to people. Once people start having to pay into it and not receive from it,
that's exactly what I said.
It's sort of an admission of like no future, right? Because if you propose this idea, you're admitting, or you're, I guess, apparently giving up and throwing the flag and saying that you'll never be a top earner, right? You're always going to be on the lower half, on the receiving half.
You're accepting the soft expectations of racism, right? The low what is it? Soft racism of low expectations. That's what I was trying to say.
And Greg S with $5 says, because we aren't fucking communists.
Game's over, losers. I have all the money. Compare your lives to mine and then kill yourselves.
Yeah. On that.
Did Orthodox bounce?
I kicked him out.
You kicked him out?
Yeah, we don't like him now. I don't know why. I'm just
I
going
kicked
with
him
it.
out because he said that we sat backstage and watched her get naked, which is fucking.
I said no such thing.
No, not you. Not you. 10th man.
I thought that was 10th man.
Yeah, yeah.
I was asking about me.
Oh, fuck
I
you.
didn't
Yeah,
see
no,
that.
fuck you. Wasn't? Yeah, no, he's still here.
Your name was Darth Gimpy. My bad. My bad.
He's wearing his true colors.
Yes, I am an Israeli citizen and a federal agent and a banker.
You always struck me as one who glowed in the dark.
Well, Joshua Jones just outed me on my stream one day. He's like, "Yo, I remember you from agency school." I'm like, Jesus Christ. Thanks a lot. Years of research blown. Thanks.
You know, I've seen Sasquatch and Sarah have a pretty suspicious conversation one time about the farm.
Yeah, I grow tomatoes on my farm.
And both of them knew what they were talking about.
Everybody knows what the farm is. Haven't you watched enough CIA movies?
That's a Langley joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it's up around Langley. It's just the shop talk for the shop.
I mean, listen.
Good night, everyone.
Real fit.
It's been a pleasure.
Hafez, we need to
Thanks
have
for
an
joining.
actual conversation about capitalism.
Flo's
all
just
right?
Flo's just
Hafez.
upset that I came into this space and have seemed to have harnessed and networked my way into some of the darkest and brightest, craziest and weirdest and smartest areas and brought them all to one show, and he can't figure out how I did that so magically. So therefore I must be an agent.
No, ma'am. Flo doesn't want any smart people over here. Smart people don't give him money.
I was talking about my channel.
Right, yeah. No, I wish I could be Andrew's secretary.
That was call 911. We just witnessed a murder. Jesus
Nah, dude,
Christ.
you need to listen- you
That's
need
not
to-
a bad thing. I take it as a compliment.
These-
Okay.
Thank you, Chuck. Orthodox is in back for 5 minutes. He'll be back at 10 after, unless somebody wants to pay to revive him for $5.
Darth Gimpy will rise again in 5 minutes. Shit.
Where are we on the goal? Like 1?
We have 2 out of 10.
Unacceptable. I'm very disappointed in all of you.
2 out of 10 with.
Responding to the chat, if someone,
Sorry. Go ahead. My apologies.
now I'm going to feel bad for saying this, but responding to chat, would people donate if Sarah showed her chest?
I will.
Yeah.
How about Flo?
I'll give my last $10.
Flo, what if I give you $50 to shut down right now?
Oh.
At this rate,
sold
100.
How about
Give it-
$50
give
to
it
shut
15
down unless somebody else matches to keep it going?
Yeah, give it 15 minutes. You'll get it for 25. I swear.
Is there actual conversation in today's show, or is it all about the fucking grift since I got here?
Joe, this is
Shut
like
up.
Jerry Maguire. Show me the money, okay?
No, it's
Okay,
been a
man,
pretty
just
poor,
show
it's
me
been
the
a pretty
money
poor
for it.
grift stream, so I apologize if you would like some free time.
That's
Oh, he didn't spell my name right. Doesn't matter. He didn't spell my name right. Doesn't matter. He should have
It
spelled it right.
does. Well, because here's what'll happen.
You snitched on who he was talking about.
He'll take $2 to change your name and the other 3 minutes backstage.
I'm gonna kill you. I think I'm gonna kill you.
It's a bloodbath.
Unacceptable.
It's a
I tried to
Alright.
get him to eat. I even offered to eat a bowl of cereal with him. Lauren, I tried. I mean, we
All
could
right,
just
now
turn
we're
this.
moving. Now we're moving.
We could just turn this into like a we'll eat cereal until they pay kind of stream.
Thank you,
popcorn.
Nicole. I'm going to drop some bombs, and I actually am going to go get a bowl of cereal.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. If you're in the open with no cover, lie down. The most important rule of all is never to stand staring at the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's now the Sasquatch Show.
Sasquatch in charge as usual.
All right, so the topic has mostly been socialism, communism, capitalism, and exactly where we stand versus where we want to be, right?
I feel like we should change the topic.
I don't know what that costs. It's not on the.
Yeah, don't let Sarah change it anyway. She's in Grinch mode or something. I'm scared. I'm scared of what she's gonna propose.
As long as she's with that credit card around, I don't give a damn what mode she's in.
The topic is you broke ass people in the chat.
That's right. That's right. That's where the topic. We will not continue the topic of anything else until the topic of pay flow now is satisfied, and I'm not satisfied.
Well, I'm not satisfied with that nonsense either. I'm sure
Most
there's
men don't leave
conversations
me
to be had
satisfied
elsewhere. Be easy.
Okay, good. Get her undressed and we'll do this thing.
Welcome back.
What in the fuck happened to the panel?
I know you have a massacre backstage. I didn't do none of that. I think Hillary's I think one of them dropped just before you sat down, and now we have someone claiming to be Clue. He's gonna have to rap with a freaking spitter on his chest. He wants me to let him up.
Oh,
what up?
What happened,
Clue,
baby?
we found your rap album.
Money, drive fancy cars, everybody know you. It's like you a trap star, you breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. Breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. You got big money, you drive fancy cars, everybody know you. It's like you a trap star. You breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. Breaking down bricks, chopping up O's. You go to the club, you never wait in line, roll Michael Vicks. Like every first time if you crap out, you got balls, cause you keep a big sack. Every service, wanna see you dead. Hit a price up on their head. Or cold slay on the phone like ET.
Can you tell me why you were so out of breath?
I told my team not to release that video.
They failed.
I'm very ashamed of
It
it.
failed you miserably, sir. You should have hired a Sasquatch. It would have worked better.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't know why they. I don't know why they went against my wishes, but I'm very disappointed that they released that video to the public.
It was to your benefit. I mean, that is some hot shit right there.
That doesn't make me look in the best light.
I'm surprised it's not a top charter right now. Did you
I'm very
go to
ashamed
the
of
AMA?
that shit. Very
It's
ashamed.
excellent trap house music.
I gotta admit, it does bounce a little bit though, bro.
And it grows on me too. I swear to God, like I have that song playing in my head.
I'm riding down the road the other day with my wife, and I'm going chopping up bricks, breaking down. She's like, "What are you saying?" I said, "I don't even know. I'm sorry."
Listen to Squatch rap makes my day.
Yeah, you ain't heard me rap. Dusty's heard me rap while I had a cold. I sounded like I was growling. It was great.
That's the ode. What the?
7 goals left, 3.5 minutes. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, 7 goals, 7.5 minutes.
Unacceptable. I
Unacceptable.
could still throw a 50, and you just end it all right now.
You ain't got a 50, Sarah.
I already gave 150.
Sarah, why? Sarah's got a 50. Sarah's don't tell her she don't got a 50.
She ain't got a 50, bumpkin.
All she gotta do is twerk a little bit more. She'll have a 50.
Exactly.
So I don't see the difference.
Chopping up bricks.
Actually, everybody's sending money to my Cash App right now, and it's just whether I want to redistribute it to Flow State or not.
Y'all could redistribute it to me.
You know what? Now
You got the money, Squatch.
It's
Okay.
time
You got all the money, Squatch.
It's time to do what all societies do in time of crisis and non-redistribution. It's time to start stealing. Right.
Man, just saw poverty.
I mean, that's kind of the only option. Either we find a way to make either one of the systems work, or people just start going back to, raiding each other.
I like
Your
that.
children will be taught combat skills early as age 5 in order to crush the competition when they fully mature. Little Deborah and Jesse need to fire a pistol with precision accuracy while drowning out the screams of the non-believers. Good job.
That's a wild drop.
Why do they have to get a lower headshot? Why do they have to get a lower headshot?
That is wild.
That's a fever dream. I don't know why. It's the
Dude,
non-believer.
all right, so that one's unnerving, but there's another one of a bathroom in a park, of a toilet. Dude, it's just
That's
so
inspiring.
It's for real.
I don't.
Did you just say a lone bathroom in the park is inspiring?
No, the video we just watched.
It was inspiring.
Yeah.
Memes of the
Amy, do you want to build a cult together?
I mean, I can't confirm or deny. I don't know what you're talking
they
about.
serve
You're
already
hitting me up in
Stay
DM.
there. Let's go, James.
If they serve Kool-Aid and hand out Nike shoes, count me in.
Yeah, you gotta have the purple. You gotta have the purple fucking suit, though. Yeah.
I think about how much power we can get off of like a.
I apologize for being late. The panel was full for a long time. So let me just say this out here first. I am deeply upset you assholes have been bad-mouthing communism when you know damn well each and every one of you fuckers love communism. You love cheap labor.
$5.
The only good commie is a dead commie, bro.
Yes.
Hold on, that's
Okay.
not true. Listen,
that is
I
true.
want you to
Wait, no, Clue, you're forgetting the incredibly hot communist chicks.
Throw all these.
I don't give a
cheap
fuck. I do
cocksuckers
not give a
off,
fuck.
though. Anyone that didn't pay, throw them off.
I want each and every one of you to go through your clothing labels.
No.
You damn sure like communism because you like your cheap stuff.
Nope.
Ooh.
I don't like communism at all.
No.
He's got a point.
We utilize capitalism to dive into communism to make the,
No,
you
we
know.
don't.
I'm sorry, sir.
Communism fucks it up,
cheap,
Tomato.
man.
Yeah, but
It fucks it up.
Just saying.
Communism fucks it up.
Oh shit, he's got those dino pebbles. Let's go.
80 here. I'll just say it straight up.
Dino pebbles? What?
83.1% of all textile consumed in the United States comes from a communist country, and I'm not talking about China.
Boom.
That's because you're communist.
Damn right.
I mean, yeah, technically, he is the card-carrying member of the Communist Party in Vietnam.
You actually think communism is a good thing?
It's just, you can sit here and badmouth it. You love it until it's gone because you love the cheap labor.
I don't love anything about communism.
Actually, I miss the bipolar world of the Cold War.
Clue. You're wrong. Communists
I'm trying to
win.
figure out why he's living in a capitalistic fucking nation then.
How much time on the timer there, Flo?
Because he's also.
There's about 3 minutes, but I'm just going to roll it into rolling extensions. What time is it? 9:15. The show shuts down at 9:30. We're doing $1 a minute extensions.
Extend the show.
Mm-hmm.
So you say that you're a corporatist, so the only thing that you like about communism is the cheap labor. That's like a chewing gum salesman trying to talk shit about cigarette
If I see a
companies.
communist, I'm going to kill
the
him.
main factor.
I don't think you will, Clue. You don't have the balls.
$5 is not a lot of money,
you think,
people.
You think I don't have the balls? Okay, let's do it.
Hey, Clue. Here's the thing
Yes,
about
sir.
that. I can show you exactly where AOC is going to be speaking next.
Oh, fuck. I don't give a fuck about AOC.
But you said.
Yes, sir. But you said, but you spoke it into existence.
But Clue, Joshua's right. Like Joshua's correct. Would you pay for an American TV not made in a communist nation?
Yep.
These fuckers ain't seen a zenith in like 30 years. Lying bastards.
So this goes with Flo's argument that bringing back industry to the U.S. would cause prices to skyrocket. And,
I mean,
and
of course it
increase-
would.
And increase
For sure it would.
poverty or whatever.
I just got to remind you that electronics has to be manufactured in Asian countries. You know, they got those tiny little screws. They have to be inserted with those tiny little hands.
There's a way out, though.
I feel like we should. Look, I'm gonna
There's
say
a way out. There's a way out.
I think I'm gonna say something the capitalists are gonna like. I think we should bring back child labor.
No, we should bring back
Children
slavery.
yearn for the mines.
We should reform it and bring it back.
Okay, I have a revolutionary concept. It goes to everything y'all are talking about. Let's do IQ slavery. Anyone below a certain standard is enslaved.
Yes. Everyone on this
No, we should do behavioral slavery. If you commit a
Don't we
crime,
kind of
you are a
already have
fucking
that, though?
slave.
Bring back, just
I mean,
bring back
hold
slavery.
on. Don't we kind of already have that though? Like with the lower, like low tier jobs.
Yeah, this is
working
about to get really
7-Eleven.
racist really
I
quickly.
mean, we need to lean
Really
into
is.
it, though, Tomato. We need to lean into it. Lean into it.
We already
Build
do.
upon that, you know?
I mean, and not only that, like people who like essentially don't typically like your non-graduates, like non-high school graduates, people that like have no ambition in life, like they may not necessarily have the lowest IQ, but they certainly aren't smart enough to get out from under, themselves. And they just, work these low tier jobs.
We're talking about
and they blow their money
Here's why I
on
disagree. Here's why I
Most
disagree.
most poor people have useless college degrees and can't pay back their loans. At this point, that's not a good own.
Here's why I disagree with what you said, Tomato. Why low tier jobs? Why can't the slaves do high tier jobs as well?
Because they're slaves,
retarded.
sir.
Yeah, because
No, they're
retarded.
slaves.
Yeah, let's
They're
really
slaves,
think
but
that concept.
You don't think a slave could build windows?
No. You're
XP9?
misunderstanding the concept here. You're saying that all men are created equal and all of that stuff. I'm saying
didn't
stupid
say
people should be enslaved.
I didn't say that.
I don't think
I never said that.
I don't think any man is created equal. All right, I think we should just bring back Roman style slavery.
Personally, I'm slightly right wing of Attila the Hun. I think you should all do what I say. But if we're not going to do that, we got to work out this voting thing.
Can I be one of the sexy girls that dances around you?
You can try, but picking from the entire world, it's going to be some heavy competition. And I'm a big game hunter.
Can somebody want to?
That mean you like fat chicks?
Somebody want to first define what a low tier?
No!
Does somebody first want to define what a low tier job is?
If she ain't 380, she ain't no lady.
I don't
huh?
think.
No,
I don't
she
think
ain't
a slave
280
should
and a
do
lady.
just
She's
low
380
tier
for water,
jobs,
so
though,
shut the
Joshua.
fuck up.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't think that the slaves should just do low tier jobs. I think
First,
they should do
somebody's
high
gonna have
tier
to
jobs
define
as
what
well.
a low tier job is first.
Well, I think a low tier job is like manual labor, blue collar stuff.
It's exactly
right?
why you would utilize slavery is because
Are you
people that are
fucking out of your
But
mind?
Joshua, how come the slaves can't do the high tier white collar shit too?
Listen, let's get something straight, dude.
office
You said
shit.
low tier is
Why
labor
can't we have
jobs? Let me tell you
office
something, dude.
slaves?
Because
Most
slaves
people
in
that
the
are fucking
cubicle and
retarded
shit.
can't do no fucking
Because
labor
the
job. They
smart
fucking
man
fall
wants to
out. They're
save-
not
You
smart
know
enough
what?
anyways.
Why
because
don't
the
we
smart
just
man
make?
wants to save his back and he wants to use the slave to break his back. That's the difference.
Why don't we just make everyone else work, and then we can sit on our little throne and eat cherries and drink wine and be stupid?
We do.
What's
in our
wrong with that?
I've had non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I mean, we
I
need
think that's a
slaves in
good
order to
idea.
do
All
that.
right, I feel like we're all getting warlord pilled, and we need to stop before bad things start
I
happening.
was
Nothing,
No, hell
nothing wrong
no.
with that.
Don't stop
Listen,
progression,
hold on.
goddammit.
Let's be honest. If they're going to be opening up a Chaz in every single community, I'm definitely declaring myself warlord of the East Coast immediately.
Can I be
I will
the,
fight you, old man.
can I
Warlord
be
of the
the
Midwest.
warlordess?
Didn't they eventually run from
Like, can I have a cushy position?
on.
I don't care
If
about being
we
a
work
leader.
together, it's a shoe-in.
I got you, fam.
See, Flo could have made an extra $50 and already been shut down and taken a shit and eaten his.
Eating his grapes and fucking drinking his goddamn wine. Could've
Come
been
on, you
warlord
low
now.
life panel
Did you
people.
drop
Donate.
Just like that.
Damn. You keep sending women.
I'll
to the
show
battered
you
women's
for
shelter.
rising above.
Keep playing head games,
That's the second
Lose
woman
your
you
head.
sent, girl.
right?
That is one thing. I'm not sure where I saw it. The guillotine bit. That's kind of a neat one.
You should steal that.
Who
You really
knows the
should.
guillotine? No. I mean, you don't steal it because of the gunshots. You've got the freaking. You've got a couple of things that you do. That's fine. I wish I had thought of the guillotine bit.
You should
Now
steal
you're
it.
copying OTW.
Oh yeah, that is who it is. My bad.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go jump on another panel. Flo, thanks for having me up. I'll see you on the next one, man.
Take it easy.
He don't want to pay. That's why he's running.
Your heart, Jamie.
Wow.
Remember, Jamie.
What a panel whore. You're just going to jump from panel to panel. What a
I mean,
whore.
to be fair, that's what
What
I
a slut.
not streaming.
I just want to thank y'all for finally recognizing that you love communism.
I don't love
Did we do that?
No,
I
we
think
can love the truth from the-
communists should die, like right in front of me.
Let's well, first of all, let's be clear. We're not ants, and communism's never actually been done. It's been tried and it's failed miserably. However, the benefits from cheap labor, we do agree, are quite nice for the Americans, for the consumers of the world. However, we don't necessarily condone that trash, except for with the American dollar, which isn't entirely controlled by the American populace.
What do you mean? What do you mean they don't condone consumerism? In Vietnam,
I
consumerism
didn't
is
say that.
alive and well.
You can invent new things that I might have said on another panel, but in this one, we're going to talk about what I actually said.
Nope. Oh,
We
no.
condone it in the U.S. Do they not condone it in other places?
We do not condone it, like I said, except for as the American dollar is spent, which is entirely determined by the American populace.
Sorry, Sasquatch. I gotta agree with Joshua on this one. We love cheap
You're
labor.
weak. You're weak. It's okay.
I'm still with you on the warlord idea.
Okay, but
But
he's
Josh is right on this
the
one.
fruits of communism. With the
We love cheap labor. That's why we import the third
No,
world.
we definitely benefit from cheap labor. from slave wages, even slave labor, even.
Why can't we have our own slave labor here, right here?
You know, clue. You're not allowed
right
to
here,
ask that.
right here in the United States.
Civil War over it.
We don't have to worry about shipping anything. Just have slaves right here in the United States.
We tried that. We had a civil war over it.
Yeah, but we did it wrong. Why don't we do it right this time?
You're wrong. We didn't have a civil war over slavery. We had a civil war over states' rights. If you're going to be telling kids out of
it's not
school,
states' rights, Caucasian.
It's
not states' rights. It's over slavery.
No, it was not about slavery.
This comes back to the means of production and who owns it.
It's not slaves' rights.
Slavery was a byproduct. Slavery was a byproduct of the war.
No, not a byproduct.
The war was about slavery. Can we own humans as property, or can we not? That's what the war was about.
No, the war was financial. When it came down to it, the Civil War was established through the litigious means of Congress by way of financial reparations that were owed to the North by the South because of the number of people they were counting as slaves, being, what was it, 1/3, 1/5, 1/5, right? So they were getting congressional seats in Congress because they had so many slaves that 5 times as many slaves made one person.
No.
We're talking about economics. All wars come down to economics. There may be slaves underneath it, but it's economics on its surface. It was the litigious nature of the North versus the South and the South versus the North on trying to gain material wealth back and forth. And it came to a shooting war. In fact, Lee wanted to join the North, but he couldn't because he was from Virginia, and he was a devoted son of Virginia. He did not want to fight that war. And you can tell by the way he went about just defending the Virginia. Virginia never lost a battle, but the rest of the South had problems.
Lee was a coward.
He was very astute on his decision making. He knew who would win this war and who was in the historic right. And yes, slavery had a significant portion to do with the establishment of this war, but it was essentially economics that led to this war, as well as every other war in history.
Yep.
4 minutes left. 4-minute warning.
I don't disagree that it was about economics. Mississippi itself was like basically compared to Europe, it was Europe, economically speaking. Yeah. Just Mississippi. Now flip that around. Mississippi's now kind of a poor state, generally speaking. Now
give us money. You need to give us money. If you don't give us money, they're not going to continue complaining. We can complain on the internet as long as you give us money. Without the money, the complaining ends, and then no one can complain on the internet.
I just want to clarify. I'm not complaining. I'm stating that the opposing party or the opposing side here is actually agreeing with us. They love socialism. They love communism.
No.
Well, donate the flow. Make this show go farther.
You keep conflating the fruits of cheap labor with the communist system, and they aren't the same thing.
Well, no, I consider the communist.
Bluegrass is correct. Grift cancer is expensive. We have to treat Flo's grift cancer. Without the grift cancer treatment, the show will end suddenly.
When I say communism, I really mean socialism.
No one cares. We care more about the capitalism.
Are you that
more money? More money.
Right? Money. It's all about the money. Send money now.
Now money send.
Money send now.
I only pay to the Communist Party. That's.
Where's the money, Lebowski? You want that money, Lebowski? Bunny says you're good for it. Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the fucking money, shithead?
When you formulate a union represented by a party, I guess I'll have to participate because I'm usually obligated to.
You're obligated.
Bye.
Yo,
Yo, I got 2 boots and a hell of a lot of faces. I don't like looking at me. Damn, ayo, Shafes.
Hey, what's up, Caputo?
What you think that we should do?
Make the motherfucking face-kicking song part 2.
I
boot plus face.
Yeah, I get it. Stop harping. I'ma kick him in the face with the Timbs.
Or Doc Martens.
Yeah, leave a heavy-duty soul printed on the noggin.
More specifically, the face.
AKA the bit that do the talking. How many I kicked so far?
Well, I got 1,000,000.
Nice. What you think of that, Mark?
I think that's a lot of kicking.
Oh, and know the Nobel?
Yeah?
Hell, I'm probably winning.
Why?
Because I found a quick and easy cure for prognatism. Get it?
Don't tell the Habsburgs.
Schaefer, you're a mad nerd.
Yeah, word.
Would I ever wanna kick him in the nads for face kick cabootishly?
I haven't heard of that word.
It means in the manner of Caputo, it's an adverb. Kick him, 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 kick him in the face, kid. Kick him, 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 kick him in the face, kid.
This little piggy got with 4 little piggies, and they all had mad beef, and they got all kicky in your face.
In your face.
In your motherfucking face. 2 feet dropping beats under thunderous bass. Instead of stare rap tactics on you, fuck it, I said I'm Fred Astaire. Tap dancing on the front of your head, Cabuto Mang.
You rang.
What you got, dude?
2 fangs.
Ooh dang, bicycle kick up on you, Liu Kang. I come from Queens and I'm repping the place. Won't even kick you, I'ma knock you down and step on your face. I go hammering your hamlets, pillaging your villages, kick you where it hurts.
Where?
Right up in your privilege with the illest shit.
Yeah.
Hit you like it's 9/11.
Damn.
Kick you in the face with a pair of size 11.
That's a big shoe.
It's true, and what they say of it too. STD Caputo gonna get you, kick you in the face.
Kick him, 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 kick him in the face, kid. Kick him, 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 kick him in the face, kid.
Yes, indeed, you see that KTP's the flyest, meanest.
Yep.
Call me STDMC and kiss on my Adidas with your nose.
With your nose.
With your motherfucking nose.
Nose.
Timbo's on the toes.
Toes.
This is how it goes. You vain prick, you're weak, alright?
No, we aren't friends.
My crane kick technique is tight.
No can defend.
You get silenced by violence, put you in your place quick, and we got buckets and buckets, buckets of fucking face kicking.
Like I said, I won't kick him in the nuts cause it's been done.
What about the Muay Thai?
Kick you with my shin, son. Kick you eating dim sum. Kick you in the chin, kung fu. About to leave a rapper looking like the Simpsons.
Kick you with my steel toes.
For real, they gon' feel those. Schaefer
And the snake.
kicking faces in the real flows.
So?
If you hating, acting racist or vexing, we about to kick you in the face.
No question.
Kick him, 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 kick him in the face, kid. Kick him, 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 kick him in the face, kid. 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 Kick him with your leg in the back or the front if you happen to be cats or a horse or a duck. Wait.